Hey everybody, announcement time. So at the end of the month, I'm going to close down my current location of Dreamscape Co-op. And this isn't like a bad thing. This essentially is just kind of something that needs to happen for the ability for me to be able to balance everything that I got going on. So my original idea when I opened the space was a community-based studio, which is more of a collaborative space. So I know a lot of people who are into audio engineering and videography and things like that, because this day and age, if you want to be any type of artist, you have to be a social media influencer, which is so stupid. Honestly, it sucks. But with that being said, that requires a certain basic level of like audio engineering skills and a basic level of videography skills. Now, as a self-taught person who's been producing their own content since pretty much the beginning, got a bit of experience with it, but I'm not like I didn't go to college for it. So my thought was, if someone's wanting to like either get into it or like get enough experience to really drastically improve in a short amount of time, they're not going to pay to go to audio engineering school. They're not going to pay to go to film school and do a full year of an unpaid internship, especially when you're an adult, dude. Like it feels like the deck is stacked against you sometimes when you want to learn things, because you feel like the way to get into it is just like you don't have time for it, you don't have the money for it. So my thought was, we all collaborate on things and just like essentially charge a very fair rate to make it to where it's more of an incentive for people to use that space to be able to learn and grow and produce content together affordably. Because like I like to use the example, I'm an audio engineer, but I still go to Archer Avenue to record my album. Like that's where we go to record Sire. Because my type of audio engineering is I'm more of a content producer out of necessity, mind you. But when I want to get something done, I go to an actual studio. I go to a full-time audio engineer. My goal was never to be a full-time audio engineer. My goal was never to be a full-time video producer. My goal was to continue what I've been doing for the past 20 plus years, and that's to be a professional drummer. But like I said, in this day and age, you have to do this. So my initial idea, collaboration space, originally was going for a smaller space, but then I had someone kind of last minute like get really excited about the idea and want to do it together, where essentially they were going to run a photography business in half of the building, kind of cover half of the overhead, and then I would cover the other half of the overhead. And I'm not going to name any names because like there's no drama or anything. Basically, it just didn't work out, which is totally fine. But it kind of put me in a situation when it happened where I had to essentially just take over the entire building myself, which was like literally double what I had originally budgeted with my time. Because as you know, I'm a touring drummer. I teach a lot of students, and this was something I was looking at doing and like kind of growing on the side, getting better at over time. So when that happened, it kind of put me into like full throttle mode, where I really needed to like get a lot of business in there to just pay for the overhead, instead of it being like a fun like collaborative experience with my friends. It turned into like, well, holy crap, I gotta just like book, edit, like produce while doing everything else. And we had recorded the Sire album, and we got the season coming up. My lease is up, is coming to an end, and then I had to just kind of make a decision. Do I want to keep that same space? Absolutely not, dude. Like, we moved Kelly's shop in there, kind of out of necessity after that. And it's been fine. Like we haven't been like, it's not a situation where like we're running a bad business or anything. We could totally keep doing it. We just gotta be realistic about like what quality of life we want. So the communal space didn't really seem to like. I had a bunch of meetings with people. I brought people in, pitched them the idea, and I had a lot of people who was like, "That's a cool idea," but I kept getting a lot of like, "Well, just like let me know when you have work for me." And the way I was looking at it was like, well, like the goal would be like us to work together. Like maybe you bring something, I bring something, and then like we just kind of bust it up so that like it's not requiring so much time. But like I said, having to cover that entire overhead of that place, it turned into me just having to do everything. So on the bright side, I got like way better at stuff than I ever imagined. I am so much faster at things that used to take me just hours and hours of frustration. And I feel like I've just learned so much, and I love it. And I'm going to keep doing it. I just don't really want to keep that same space. It's just too big for me. So for the time being, in mind from the beginning, I have built my rig out to be mobile because, I do most of my live videos, when I'm playing with Sire. So I'll film it, and then I'll take the audio from the rig, and then I'll make the video. So my idea was to get really good at it, and then offer it as a mobile service, which I've been doing with Cola Jazz, and I've done with a few other people and things like that. So I'm gonna keep like offering that, but I'm really kind of ready to take a back seat on it a little bit. I feel like I kind of like did what I started out to do, and I still want to collaborate and things like that. But man, this past year has been such a grind, and it's honestly been a blessing for me because, man, like when your back's up against the wall and you have to do it, man, like you will really surprise yourself. So I'm honestly so grateful for everyone that has supported me. This isn't, like I said, this isn't a bad thing. This is me just being like, yes, like finally, like I don't have the contractual obligation to pay that much money every single month. So I don't have to take on as much. I'm not slowing down. But the other thing you're gonna notice, like that you probably noticed, is while I was operating that place, especially once it was just like me and Kelly running the place, my content just dipped. Like I had no time to work on my content, my content with Sire, all those kinds of things. So I'm ready to be back at that. You notice I've been posting reels again because once I decided like I'm not going to renew the lease, I'm going to focus on having a smaller space, doing less, and then doing more of my thing. It's honestly just kind of given me a sense of freedom, So don't be sad. I know like my regulars and stuff like really love what we're doing over there and everything, but like we're still friends. Like I'm still down to work with you guys, just with our new album coming out and all this stuff we have going on. Just need to take a back seat for a while, and you'll see more from me coming up soon. And it's a good day. So hope everyone's doing great, and thank you for your time, and thank you for all the support that you've given me so far. So love you guys.